So yes, you discover when you come to the surface and you call out to Paolo that you've actually drifted a fair distance inland, away from the Grand Canal, away from the sea, as if the water of the water is flowing in a little bit. Which is,
I mean, it's tidal, so it's always going one way or the other.
That's right. Yeah, but just not. I suppose fish take this into account when they sort of set themselves up for sort of a hover and swim steadily. Should you all have taken sanity checks at some point? I suppose.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, probably.
Let's say kind of the realization of this situation.
Except for Piercy, he doesn't need it.
Maybe it's the act of seeing Tommy sort of break the surface and struggle and cough and then splash, and then he sinks back down again, and you see him gasp and draw water into his lungs as if he's desperate for the healing balm.
Is it showing up? No, it doesn't show up. I rolled a 1.
Oh,
no kidding.
Which is really good.
Really good.
You're just like yeah, whatever.
Tommy's
tender of fish.
I'm like Theoden at Helm's Deep. Is this all you got?
That's
all you got.
You're just waiting for the elder god to reveal themselves. It's like, come on, where are you?
We might have to live the rest of our lives in the sea because the very air that we long to breathe has become poison. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay.
How about everyone else?
How many sanity points do we lose if we don't get the magical number? Because I got 71.
You got 71? Okay, I suppose 1d6? Should we say that?
Are you crazy? Is this a Murray game?
Okay, 1d6.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Okay.
1d10 then.
I've only got d10s. Should I roll a 1d6?
Yeah, you roll 1d10, which would be a d8 for you.
Yeah, d8 and ignore 7 and 8.
2, that's kind.
2 points.
Nice.
So just the side of Tommy sinking, this big.
Yeah, he blows up again like a pufferfish as soon as you
Italian
start.
man. That's nice. That would be rather weird. The water, maybe the sky is clearing. At least the moon is shining through the clouds at the moment, and
you don't know because you can't see above the water.
Moon rays are piercing the water, which is lit up green.
What's Eugene doing now?
Eugene, where's Eugene? Eugene, where's Eugene? You seem to have lost track of him.
Oh, I'm going to use my ichthyosaur sense to find him in the water.
You
got your cat. That's what your cat whiskers are for, Daisy.
Yeah.
I have no interest in saving the boy. He's the source of all this trouble.
Okay, you see if Percy can tell where Eugene is.
Yeah, I'm looking for him.
I make a spot hidden.
Question.
Yeah.
Are you looking because your sister will kill you?
No, I'm looking because I want to know where his dolly's gone. I succeeded on my spot hidden as well.
So you're not only worried about the fact of what you're going to say to your sister when you have to tell her somehow that he turned into a fish, and that's right. You can smell his trail, his distinctive pheromone trail in the water, Percy. So you can zoom after him, and you don't spot him with your human eyes, semi-human eyes in the water, Bartholomew. Disabled as you are in this medium. But you see Percy quickly rush off, weirdly smoothly, sort of, swinging his body in kind of a ichthyosaurian way.
I looked at Daisy. I'm like, Daisy, how are you? And I look at her because her eyes have gone to the side of her head. Like, can you see?
This is not.
I'm over here.
I imagined. This is not how I imagined this to be.
Look at my face, not my.
Where is the boy?
So Percy's gone swimming off. You find Eugene swimming in and out of a door and some windows of a level of a Venetian building that's just beneath the surface. Happily.
I asked
him
where his. Well, did he have a name for his dog?
His favorite dolly, I think he called him. Yeah, he'd only just found him. Obviously, hadn't got to a name yet. Yeah.
Right. I asked him where his favorite dolly is.
Whee! Swims around, does a little number 8, and sort of comes to a bit of a halt and drifts happily sideways with his vaguely fish-shaped head. Says, Dolly. I don't remember Dolly. Dolly's still in my bed. That man didn't let me take Dolly with me. How nasty. Ah. Ooh. Ooh. You see him just wiggles his little body down into a corner and starts bumping his nose up against the thick silt that's in the on the floor of the Venetian Bay. And as he tries to root out a worm or something, who knows?
He's really embraced the fish life.
You really had hoped to be a fish.
Yeah.
Sort of sounded like
What's your system in feeding him? That's my question.
Caviar.
He's a sturgeon. No, I said surgeon, not. Oh.
It's a Pirate of Penzance all over again.
It's Pirates of Penzance, except in Venice.
Pirates of Venice.
I'd like to. Catfish have an amazing sense of smell that they can detect small molecules of substances in the water.
Indeed, excellent.
And
he's obviously clearly Wikipedia catfish. I love
Wikipedia
that. Excellent, good.
So
good.
I'm curious as to if I can, if my senses are telling me anything about the tidal or the inflow or the outflow of the water, and
Excellent. Yeah, I'm just going to say yes because that's a great bit of detective-y work. Yeah, it definitely seems like there is fresher, deeper, cooler seawater flowing into the bay. Would this be unusual? Yes, the water is changing temperature. Obviously, you don't know the normal state of the Venetian Bay, but you do notice that it's becoming, by fractions of degrees centigrade, cooler by the minute.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And is it still raining?
It doesn't seem to be raining at the moment.
Okay.
So what do we think of it? You think it's anything to do with the doll? Or do we think it's...
It's either the doll or the book, or some combination of the two. Surely. I mean, the doll is part monkey, part fish, and now we are part human, part fish.
Yeah.
So there's a symmetry there.
All right.
I just don't know that we're going to be able to get to the doll.
But
I think we need to get to Paolo.
Paulo can get to the doll. And
we need to get to Paolo.
Human. So if we can just get his attention.
I just use my Polo link.
Just we'll be like Flipper. What's that, Flipper? You want me to get the book?
That's right. Yes. Fortunately, everyone can understand you perfectly well. That's right.
Sorry to those of you who don't understand the Flipper reference. But,
It's like what's
on
the
YouTube.
American? Wasn't there an American dog thing?
Lassie?
Lassie. It's like
Lassie is, yeah.
That was barking. Yeah. Or mind you, of course, there's also
What's that?
Skippy in Australia as well. What's that, Skip?
Yeah.
Yes, Skippy the bush kangaroo, made quite close to where I lived. In fact, yes.
Skippy.
They fed him peanut butter or something, didn't
Yeah,
they?
that's right. And generally mistreated him so much that it was closed down. That park,
Yeah.
the Skippy Park.
I'm going to swim against the
Animal abuse.
against the tide and get back
The
to
80s.
Paolo.
So you all follow along to go back
Yep.
towards your palazzo. Excellent. Good. You can go in the. There's a whole door underneath the water of this palazzo.
Oh.
So you because obviously in Venice there are many of the buildings, especially the older ones, were built at ground level and were basically spent hundreds of years going downwards very slowly.
We
And
might swim into the basement then and start thumping stuff so that Paolo comes to find us.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, good. So you swim in. You basically got a room, an underwater room. It's kind of convenient, really. It's like a room for you. It's pretty muddy and silty, but you can breathe the water in here, which is kind of cool. As long as Tommy's tummy doesn't brush up too much of the bottom silt and fill it with dirt. And so there's old storage of tiles down here and all sorts of things you would have put into a basement before it flooded several hundred years ago. So as in you might
Do we
put them down
call
there.
out for Paolo in unison or do we smash them?
Yeah, what are you going to do? You're going to flip out of the water and breathe in this horrible air stuff and hurt
Hang on.
yourself?
No.
He's on his way. He's going to be on
Paul
his way. All right. I told. What time of day is it? We were having dinner.
You were having dinner? Yeah.
Was it the evening? So he'll be there
evening.
tomorrow. He'll be there tomorrow at sunset. I told him to come down to the water. Like that's what I said. I didn't expect us to have a plan within an hour, right?
So
I think-
you popped out of the water and half called out Polo and then sunk back down again, and you were at least 100 meters away from the palazzo. So now you've swum up to where the palazzo is against the tide. It is quite chilly here, by the way, as well.
I think we can get his attention without having to wait 24 hours.
I think we get his attention.
Can I pick up one of these tiles and throw it against, I don't know,
That's a
door
good idea.
or the ceiling? Or
Yeah, or even just bang it against the stone above the water. Yeah.
Surely we can get
I'm
out
gonna-
of the water and just hold our breath for a bit.
Yeah.
Hang on. Does
Absolutely.
anyone know Morse code?
SOS
about to say-
is fairly easy.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to spell out Paolo in Morse code, but yeah, SOS is a much easier one.
Genuinely known by not many people know their name in SOS in Morse.
Paolo would.
Okay, so you
Polo's
work out that it's
he's military.
short, long, short, as opposed to short, long, short, which is SMS. That's right. Anyone a Nokia knows that. And you each grab a tile and you just sort of start bashing on the wall or something.
Like children playing the little like the
Bang,
wind.
bang, bang,
No, what's
bang,
the little thing everybody
recorder?
learns at school? It's like a cut.
Recorder.
Yeah, so we as a group collectively do no signals. It's just us hitting stuff as we're all pretending to do SOS together.
With no unison. Yep.
Yeah. No, I hit dot dash dash dot dot dash 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 dash. Where's L? Dot dash dot and then dash dash dash.
I worked out the other day when you're trying to type in on a television with the left and right and up and down on one of those keyboards, you have to select A and then go over to
Yep.
sort of all the way to Z. It's far faster if you could just use Morse code than like you do more clicks than you possibly ever required to. Doing Morse code. Anyway,
Thank you, Ben, for turning this into a Murray game, because of course you can also use the tap code, which is amazingly an ancient Greek device called the Polybius square, where you divide the alphabet into
okay.
5 sets of 5,
Okay.
and C and K go in the same box.
Obviously.
You don't differentiate between C and
So you
K.
designate the
And
box
so-
first.
So if you do the box first, it's 1 to 5,
Yep.
and then the second tap is
Yeah.
the letter in the box. So they use that in Hanoi during the Vietnam War rather than Morse code.
Yeah.
Because it's an easier code to remember if you don't know Morse, to remember A, B, C,
Wow.
D, E is
Wow.
the first set
Yeah.
of letters. F, G,
Yeah.
H, I, J, K, C is
That's cool.
Can I?
So whatever
really
your
cool.
intentions, the ultimate effect is a cacophony of smashing tiles against ancient
which was-
Venetian
which was-
brickwork, which is
That's my plan anyway.
equally effective, nevertheless. That's right. One of the servants comes down, Bartholomew.
Oh, is it the main guy? Is
Yeah,
it?
sort of creeping
Super
down
bizarre.
with creeping down with sort of tenuous footsteps, ever so sort of terrified about what he's going to find, holding a candle which is quivering, not because there's a small wind making the flame happily dance, but because his hand is vibrating backwards and forwards.
Is there any mud?
He looks. There's lots of mud. Yeah.
Can we just
Silt
type-
everywhere?
Can we put Polo
Can we get
on the
silt
tiles?
and, like, right?
Polo?
Oh,
Okay.
right.
So you pull yourself out of the water, and you feel really weird and sort of like you're a fish out of water, and you feel awkward. But you pick up some mud and you smear it on the wall, and this poor servant is just looking at this side. He looks at your faces and
He rolls for sanity and fails.
He rolls for sanity. I'll give him a sanity roll. Oh, he got a he got 99.
Oh dear.
He drops the candle. Which,
Oh,
the house is gonna burn.
Runs screaming. No, it's so wet and muddy down here and mainly made of stone. Yeah, so he drops the candle, runs screaming up the stairs. Ah! You see, like he slams into the corner of stage.
At least scream the name
crunch.
Paolo.
That's right. Oh, music. And there's sort of a silence for a little while. Do you bang your tiles again?
Mm-hmm.
You need
Yep,
to.
repeat again.
you need to
Someone more useful needs to come down.
Yeah, that's right. You need to you return to the water for a bit and take a
I
deep
think
breath.
this might be the moment where we introduce the bum 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 bum.
Oh,
This
look.
means what in Morse code, Murray? Long.
Oh,
short,
well,
short,
yeah.
short.
Hang on. Wait. Let me look it up.
Short, long.
That is I. Bum. 3 dots. There's 3 dots.
That's S.
Sorry for those. That's S. So that's is.
Is.
Bum. 4 dots is.
Dun,
4 dots.
Or it could be 3 dots and 1 long, because you don't know how long the long one is. Because you can't do a long bash, obviously. But
It's that's actually is high.
is high.
Is high.
Paolo understands you perfectly.
2 dots, 3 dots, 4 dots, 2 dots is high.
It is a weird sensation having to return to the water to re-wet your eyes, in particular, Adese, since your eyes have been affected by this transformation.
Yeah.
I was just going to get really sad and cry a lot.
Starting to sting, and yeah, you sink happily back into the water and gladly breathe in the silty, muddiness of the Venetian bay. Paolo, has Paolo seen some action? Has he, Tommy? He's sort of used to kind of.
Oh, he's been around.
He's
Yeah.
Not only does he seen action, he's seen action consistently and often.
He's been around the block so many times. The block is now round.
Yeah, yeah. He rounds blocks. That's how often he goes around them. Like he's known.
He comes down bringing a fully loaded shotgun, and also
as expected.
That's right, exactly.
Yeah.
You wouldn't expect anything less than Paolo.
No,
and
no.
he sticks his head down. He sets down the candle so he doesn't accidentally knock it down or knock it over if he's attacked by mad fish creatures or whatever. And what does he say, Tommy?
Hello. Hello. Like he's a man of very few words, and one of those words is hello. That's pretty much it.
Yep. So how much can we talk out of water?
Yeah, you can
Just
you
a
can
whisper,
empty
isn't
your
it?
lungs of water, and then you can kind of take a painful breath and screaming with
I'm a-
pain and dryness and
something.
raspiness. Yeah, rasp a few sentences.
I'm a trained opera singer, so I don't even need to take that breath. I just empty my lungs and then I talk.
That's right. I love it.
How deep a breath can I take?
Well, if you're a pufferfish, you have this weirdly augmented chest. I love the fact that you can probably get out the most.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And spiky.
Let me start from the beginning, okay? Anyway, Paulo, good to see you. It's been a while. Thanks for throwing me in the water.
You got to do a raspy
You gotta
voice,
be
Tommy.
raspy, though.
And it's got to be painful and yeah.
All right. A raspy voice. Okay, we can do.
Yeah.
That didn't last long.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Paulo.
Voldemort's in the house.
Yes, master.
Paulo.
Yes. Are you all right, master? I don't know why you've suddenly gone all like this.
I'm
American, right?
Good, okay.
No, he's Russian.
It's Russian. Is Paulo Russian? I can do a Russian accent.
No. Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't-
Duh.
Da.
Okay. Da. Tommy, you good?
Yeah. Look, I'm not doing the best, if I was to be honest. Got a frog in my throat here. Anyway, we've been cursed with some fish thing. Can you get 2 things for me? One, the book that the doctor was looking at. I think he dropped it before he came down. What is it? Pierce it, yeah.
You have to get back to the water now. Just dip back.
Can
in
I just
and
stick my head back in and be like, and then just my body just goes huge and tightens all my clothes, and then I pop my chest because I went for a real deep breath. And I come back out and I get this beautiful hairy chest, which is just ripping.
You've seen pufferfish, right? You've got a spiky chest. That's what you've got.
Ooh, poisonous. Anyway, you're going to get that. And there's a doll. I think it's in the bed. You need to bring both of them just down to the water. Not in the water. Okay? Can you do that for me, Paulo? Paulo?
We've lost
Paulo?
Ben. We've lost
Paulo?
Ben.
No!
Ben, come back.
Should be back now.
Yeah.
Going on with my internet. Okay, there I am.
So, can you get that for me?
Yes. So the book, the book, and what else?
No, Count Dracula.
The doll.
The doll.
The doll. Oh yes, the kitty's little freaky doll thing.
Yes.
I think it's
Hang on.
a curse.
Yeah, just don't bring it into the water, okay? Do not put it here. I'm going to draw a circle on the ground.
Okay.
Put
Do
them
not
both
put it
here.
there. Okay, do not
No.
put it there. Oh, sorry. What? You have to get back in the water. It's just too
No,
painful.
pufferfish can get big under thingo. Then I'm going to fall onto the water and still be full of air and not be able to sing. I'm going to have to let go of my emotion. And then
that's right. Yeah.
I'm
So he
slowly
goes
sinking.
upstairs, and you guys are just all sort of sitting in this water. The more action, the more he's dived in and out. The silt has started to rise, and yeah, kind of you wish you could get back into the clear sea water out back in the canal. So maybe a couple of you drift over there.
He's literally rocking the boat.
Is someone haranguing Eugene? Like, did you?
No, I think we've been focused on Polo.
Yeah.
Does Eugene come with us?
he would have
I
come.
thought, I thought we were all.
He was swimming around merrily.
swimming.
Yeah. Maybe he's drifted down up across. Yeah, down with the tide. He might be.
I think left unattended, he'll probably wander off again.
Yeah.
I will go after him. I will find the busted child.
Quick question, but was it?
I don't know. I think his parentage is absolutely fine. Actually.
That's right.
Well, so you think.
Oh, is it?
Officially, that's right. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I misspoke. Did you misspeak? Well, maybe not.
That's right.
Would he do that, or would
he?
he stick around with the? But doesn't he like us? Like as adults, like he likes to hang with the adults.
He somehow got into this notion that he wishes he was a fish, and he wished with all his little heart that he's a fish, and he's found himself a fish. So as far as his 8-year-old little brain is concerned, he's happy as Larry. Happy as a pig in it, and happy as a fish in water. So he's having a good old time.
Nice.
He's not aware of some of the downsides of being a fish, like sharks, and the fact that the only way you die as a fish is extremely violently, generally.
And and hooks.
That's right, hooks. That's right. But Deza, give us a, like you said, a smell check. Is that right, essentially, or some sort of perception?
A spot hidden, I got a 26, which is a hard success.
Okay, yeah. So you pick up his trail, and you can follow, swim along quickly. Getting the hang of this kind of moving through the water thing. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I look at my hands. Am I starting to get webbing between the hands?
Definitely, you're totally 100% starting to get webbing between your between your fingers. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I mean it's the same skeleton, isn't it? Fishes and humans. So it's not too much mechanically that needs to go massively differently. So yeah, Adeze zooms off.
Yep.
In my knowledge of Dagon, do I have any idea how we should treat this book or this doll to attempt to reverse the curse? Like do we? Is it like some kind of ritualistic thing, or do we just burn them, or do we tear them apart, or do we
I
put
think
them
you're
in
reading
water, or...
I think you're reading the book to find out what you can find out, and then we destroy the doll if we need to. Or we. Oh, which book's he getting? The little fish book or your book? Your book.
I thought he was getting the little fish book.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right.
Is that what you said?
The book, I think, was what we said.
The book, yeah, okay, yeah. So he returns with the fantastic piece of literature, I Am a Little Fishy.
Okay.
Where did you get this from, Dan?
Where did what?
Where did you get this
I Am a Little
book?
Fishy.
Yeah.
I composed,
It's a golden book.
I composed it myself today. I Am a Little Fishy is a distortion of what is it? I Am a Little Teapot. It's the same structure, and then I found a verse that's like that, and then modified it, and then wrote the other two verses. It's good. I could be a children's author. Damn it! It's not that hard.
What by stealing? I'm a little teapot. No,
That's
you
right.
couldn't, Ben.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah.
I don't want to.
I could be a child author through plagiarism.
I could be a lesson to all children.
Hey, it worked for Men at Work, guys. Men at Work.
Oh,
Well, here's my new book.
They won.
Harry Hotter.
They won on appeal. They didn't. They won on appeal, didn't they? Got reversed eventually.
That's right. Obscure
All right.
legal reference. Excellent. The book arrives. I Am a Little Fishy, and this hideous doll thing. Bartholomew, you found this doll thing. Perhaps you actually found it in a temple to Dagon, you recall now.
Yeah, now that I think about it.
That's right.
Maybe I shouldn't have put that on the children's shelf.
You pick up all of these things, around the place, and it's hard to keep track of
That's right.
them.
One does find it terribly difficult to keep track of all one's accoutrements, cursed sort of mythically powered items, and
intensely
this is the thing,
symbolic African masks.
You pick up all of these things, and most of them aren't cursed. But occasionally one of them is. But how would you know?
Oh, certainly.
He has a point.
Experiment, exposure of it to the sheer willpower of an innocent child is often a good way of activating these things, I would have thought.
Well, when you got 27 nephews, nothing but testing, right?
What do we want to do with this doll? Wait, why don't we wait for Eugene to come back?
Yeah, I'm not there.
Yes.
I think should we burn it?
I was gonna.
Fire is the opposite of water, isn't it?
Oh, maybe.
I don't know. Is that your technical term as the smart one? Fire is the opposite of water.
Fire is the opposite of water, isn't it?
I was going to try reading it backwards. That seems to work really well in Cthulhu.
So it's a good place to start.
So
from my horrifyingly vast experience.
I am going to open it and start reading
Can I be honest? Ben, I was really...
Ni ret evil. I'm not going to read the rest of it because that's really hard to read backwards.
I was... Do you know what I was really excited about? I thought Ben would have written it. Ben would have written it so that when you read it backwards, it said something the opposite way around.
That's what I thought, but no.
That's a
Ben is not an advanced children's author.
He's only achieved plagiarism level.
That's right. My children's books
can't write children's literature that in reverse is worship of an elder god.
That's right. Yeah, I'm not a
yeah. That would probably be a bad thing to advertise.
You find Eugene Adese,
okay,
floating sort of sideways and not dead, but just gleefully floating and being drifted by the current, happily wiggling every now and then.
I go up to him and I whisk around him like as quickly as I can.
Oh, hello.
And I say, you can't catch me.
Oh, you've done this with children before. See, I had this whole plan. You're going to say, quick, you have to come back. And I was going to have to go, why? As a proper father, you're just like, I'm not even going to try that technique.
No.
I'm not going to tell you what I want because that's number one mistake.
Yeah,
that's right.
Ask the child. No, make it a game.
I will turn this into a competitive game that they cannot resist.
Excellent. So Adese obviously has some nieces and nephews that she's used to dealing with.
I don't know. I think Adese is just a natural parent, and she doesn't know it yet.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So I'm going to do all sorts of cool stuff like porpoising out of the water and swimming around the canal. What are those? The gondolier vests, where they tie them up.
Yeah, it's nice. That is. And, both parental and role-playing genius, and he totally follows you for sure.
I like that. I had a whole encounter here, but you beat it through smart.
That's right. Eric, use brain. Good. So pretty quickly, Adese comes zooming up the canal, and you get to the Palazzo's basement.
I say, I believe. Oh, go ahead.
So you come in. Yep.
Well, I was just going to say, have we got the doll?
So you guys have been underneath the water, chatting about what to do with it and discussing it. You pop out at some point and grab the book and rasp out some words, and then have to return. Is that right? So you're all underwater when Adese returns, and you ask that question: have we got the doll?
Yes.
Just on the surface.
I believe that the doll is broken in the middle somewhere. Is that right?
Yes, I think you're right. We've found the way we have to do our fish dialogue.
Can I just say, I love that every character is speaking perfectly normally, except for Ben wants to do the NPC.
That's right. We definitely shouldn't do that. That's a very, very bad idea.
It's got to get very
But you can imagine it sounds a bit bubbly, all right? Excellent.
Yes.
Yep.
So the circle you drew, so there's like maybe some built-up silt and sand because what these buildings do in Venice is they actually literally push down through the sand of the island that they're built on. And so you kind of maybe you've got like a tilty kind of a sand bank that the building is pushed down in, and the foundations they were are deep now within it. And there's a whole big section of the basement which is 5 or 6 foot deep water, and then there's a whole section of it that was a shore essentially, except just filthy and grimy and everything. Yeah. So yeah, you point up there that it's up there on the surface.
So I swim up and keep watching the idiot child, and take a deep breath of seawater and come up and inspect it and see if it does actually sort of wiggle or if there is a crack in it some way.
So you come up and the water is the whole tail and the one of the monkey's feet is actually completely immersed in water, and the book is gently floating on the surface, taking up water.
Was it left like that?
Well, they didn't tell you it was left like that.
Okay, I pick it up and I shake it off and I place it on the dry part of the ground.
Okay, yeah, you do that. You investigate the monkey tail, and it's certainly the varnish is cracked. The tail seems like it's sort of attached by the skin quite sort of comfortably. It's a bit worn out. It doesn't look like it was manipulated. It hasn't been manipulated for years and sort of cracking off. It looks like maybe the kid just broke it recently. In fact, probably you can see some newly shattered varnish sort of shards or something there.
Interesting. Okay, I place it back on the ground and go underneath the water again.
Oh, it's such a relief to get back in the water. Yeah.
I do not. I think the child's playing with this has unleashed some curse. Perhaps the only way is to reseal this. Is Paolo intelligent enough to fire some varnish and bring it back here?
Maybe. I don't know. Look, he can do many things. You just gotta ask him. And if he doesn't know, you just tell him how to do it. You know what I mean? Very good at following instructions.
So you realise Paolo, everyone's sort of forgotten about. Oh, that was a beautiful Australian accent. Everyone's like Paolo. Paolo.
No, Paolo.
Was actually sitting on the stairs, just watching this all go on, kind of relatively nonplussed.
He's seen worse.
If you want to talk to him. He's seen worse as well.
He's even taken his shoes off just so he might be able to dip his feet in. You know what I mean? Like a crate.
Right, yeah.
He's got pleated black pants and like a stripy, like a turtlenecked stripy white and red shirt. Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So you pop out and talk to Paolo.
Yes.
So weird.
I think you should do this, Tommy.
Okay, so what's the plan? How are we summarizing? We're going to put him back in resin, right?
Yeah, if we just like encase the whole thing in some kind of resin so that it's completely airtight and watertight. And
you got a jar of oil? You must have a good olive oil.
You know what Paul's really good at?
Just
concrete.
Seal it.
Will concrete do it for you? I don't know. It's very. He knows how to do that. If you're wanting something done fast setting concrete. He's amazing.
This actually might work.
Okay, let me go have a word with him. Pick it up, jump out of the water. I was like, hip.
Jump out of the water. You see that Adeze presumably has just plopped the book and the monkey back into the water, like not on the safe dry part, and the book is sort of floating in the water.
No.
Or there's another interpretation, obviously, which should be obvious to the players that the water level is rising, but no one realizes it. But you see that this monkey's getting wet.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, not Paulo.
Hold it. We need to put it in some oil. I just looked up very quickly on Tinternet homemade varnish recipes, and they're way too complicated. They're like,
damn it!
Wait, what? We need what? Oh, yeah, just dunk it in oil and seal it in.
Yeah, concrete it.
Concrete?
The monkey, a fair chunk of the monkey being under the water is finally noticed by Eugene, and Eugene goes, "Oh, look, my special teddy, my dolly." And just sort of swims towards it with his little hands.
I puff up as big as I can, right in front of me. I puff. Yeah. You
pour Eugene away. That's right.
Yeah, you get sit, boo boo.
Yeah, tell Paolo to seal them both in a concrete block.
Yeah, I go along. I come above, and I'm like,
and the doll.
And I'm just like, okay,
Eugene.
Well, maybe Eugene. Let's be honest. You've got other nieces and nephews, right?
Master. Oh, hello.
Yeah,
How
put
you
these.
do?
Can you put these both of these? I don't know. Hang on. Go back under. Do we want both of them or just the doll?
Both of them. I think the book has something to do with it.
Okay, cool. All right, could you put both of them, Paulo? Put them into some special shoes, if you know what I mean.
Oh, you won't bury the yucky doll thing.
No, just put them in shoes. We don't need to put it in water yet, okay? Just go get the special shoes made so we can put it in, okay?
I can do that.
Take it with you. Don't let it touch the water. You touch the water, you lose all your pay for a year, okay? You're out.
My cheek feel a bit itchy weird.
Oh no.
He reaches down, he picks up the teddy, and Eugene's like, oh, the teddy! Sort of swimming, and you're just holding him back a desert. And I'll be right back, master. And where we get just the right sand? This sand a bit silty. Do you carry like a bag of cement in the boot of the car? I suppose. I mean, so basically, you need cement.
Sitting cement. Yep.
Yeah. There'll be cement everywhere in Venice.
Yep, and there's a lot of glass making places. They'll have all like.
Have good sand in the glass
Yep.
blowing district.
Yeah, they're the best sand.
In glass.
Best sand.
Right.
You might have heard of it. It's called Venetian glass.
In fact,
we could like encase it in glass.
Yeah.
You and me, Johnny. It'd be like
how cool would that be?
So on that bombshell, which is very good, we do need to wrap up for tonight.
Oh no!
But of course, poor Paolo only makes it upstairs. Puts the doll down and the sodden book, and then just starts to become short of breath. He scratches his cheek again until he pops open his very own gill, most slowly affected as he was of all of you. Panics. Does Paolo know what to do? Can he put 1.5 and 1.5 together and get more than 3?
Oh yeah. No. He's very smart. Here's the thing, right? He can't swim, so his inherent fear of the water and his knowledge of knowing what to do are very much in conflict. So he'll probably come down to the water.
Balcony. Yeah, okay.
He'll probably come down all the way down to the stairs, know where I am, put his head in the water, but keep his body up because he doesn't want to actually commit to actually going into the water because he's afraid of.
And there's just this sinking feeling as the rain indeed starts again. And you think you've kind of worked it out. You've got your plan. Paolo's going to solve it for you until his little tiny head, in desperation, comes struggling down. Fear eventually being overcome by the need for oxygen. And Paolo's head thrusts in the water. You see his eyes wide, and he sucks the sweet, cooler than normal water of the Venetian canal into his lungs, forces it out through his gills, and manages to retain consciousness. And there we'll stop it as we work out next time
what's
how
going to happen. Very nice.
That's cool.
Thank you, Ben.
Thank you, Benjamin.
Thank you very much, Benjamin. That was a lot of fun.
That was fun. Very, very fun. Or your fishy selves.
But what kind of fish is Polo going to be?
Oh, yes. No. What sort of fish was Polo going to be? That's a very, very important question.
That's an incredibly important. All right. Have a good one, guys. Bye.
See ya.